What's up, world? It's Nick Grant. You're now listening to Day One Radio.
The business.
Welcome back to another episode, another installment of Day One Radio, right here on ablradio.com. That's Art, Beats, and Lyrics Radio to be exact. Make sure you download the very free, very accessible smartphone app for your iPhone and Android devices. And also make sure you check out the entire Day One Radio podcast archive on iTunes as well as day1radio.com. My name is Maurice Garland. I'm one of your co-hosts, and to my left I have
Nadine Graham at MadFreshDaily, MadFreshDaily.com. To my left is
world famous BP, Brandon LSK. How everybody doing?
I'm feeling fantastic, man. We are actually having some nice weather in Atlanta during the day for a change, man. I don't even know if it's December outside, dog.
I know, it's crazy, though. It's a setup, man.
I'm not complaining.
It's a setup. That's why I'm like, y'all ain't gonna catch me and have me out here in no short sleeves. And then, you know what I'm saying? After the sun go down, it's a wrap. I wish I was coming out of Benzes, coming out of Benzes on the West Coast like B, though.
Hey, man. Keep working, kids. You'll get
Never mind.
Yeah, man. That's good. What y'all been working on, bro?
Shoot, well, I just had a cover story come out with Rick Ross on the cover of The Source. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to the next issue of Mass Appeal coming out. You know what I'm saying? I was a part of the big Atlanta issue that they put together. Matter of fact, that's what Jonathan Manuel was in town shooting. He was shooting Future for that cover. You know what I'm saying? So, got those two things dropping. Nadine's still out there causing a ruckus.
I'm chilling.
Even though indirectly.
I'm chilling. I'm actually in that Mass Appeal as well. I talked to the ladies of Queen Cartel, all woman DJ collective out here. Princess Cut, Speaker Fox, and DJ Dimples, which it was interesting. I like their take on kind of, I don't know how to say it, like making their mark on the industry. I wanted to say it a better way, a more special way, but y'all will see it. Y'all can read my words in that. So
that's dope. You just dropped a new video joint too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, Mad Fresh in these streets just dropped again today. Once every 2 weeks, we're trying to keep it to that, and it's just 3 videos from guys that you might not have heard of, girls and guys, of course, that you might not have heard of. And it's not just rap. Like, also, if you're soulful, if you can sing a little bit, you can do something too. But the visual has to be dope. Please don't send me nothing. You and your mans and them cooking crack in like a shack. I don't want to see it. Like, unless it's a different type of, like, if it's like
shack with feng shui.
Yeah, like, if it's like also you cooking crack in a metaphorical sense, like you look at the pot and there's something outside of actual crack in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but don't send me none of that. But yeah, Mad Fresh in these streets.
That's what's up. Well, with new artists, man, we got another new artist in the building today.
Yes, sir. We got South Carolina's own Mr. Nick Grant in the building, and he's going to be joined by his manager, a man that, a lot of folks probably already know from his, time of, founding Grand Hustle, among other things, Mr. Jason Jeter, man. So we got that duo in the building today.
That's right. So we're going to go into a quick break. We'll be right back with Nick Grant and Jason Jeter.
WABL, new rules, new radio.
DJ Wally Sparks.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a god, I'm a real lord. Who you think the billboard was built for? I live a life that niggas kill for. I can barely pay my bills, but my record's still on Billboard. The greatest story never showed. Like the 100 points that we'll score. And spot dates is not a real tour. Being rich is like a waitress in the club, boy, you're still poor. I ain't your average thug on the curb, selling dubs of the herb. Plenty fist fights left with blood on my shirt. My partner baby mama was my ex-girlfriend, but I was in love with her first. Me beefing over cattle, fuck what you heard. Y'all spill champagne, I spill my guts on the verse. My presence is a criminal gift. The only bitch I ever chased is Queen Elizabeth. Whoever knew that prison was a business trip. They can ship a man to the pen all because it's penmanship. I had a bunch of old schools, nigga, different whips. Rolling in something from the 60s with a kitchen crib. He said even though we ain't blood, I love you like a brother. But that bitch in the skirt can get you killed. I never came in this game for the fame. But we in for meals, children milk, nigga.
Do you know what it means? When your bloodline came from the kings, my regime, to elite. So it's only right that you give me the crown. Give me the crown.
Hip-hop, royalty. I'm in the building, somebody alert the landlord. Never fall, niggas know what I stand for. Man, y'all, chances limited, Luther Vandross, Stan Ross. Take a swing and she take her pants off. I'm from where niggas that sell that shit to their grandpa. Where bitches that do the jacking, that's a hand job. Pull a strap, leave them shaking like dance hall. Do the most, I'm in the ghost, balling like Anton. Whole other shit, I'm with your BM. Trying to get me the boon daddy, Chris Lover shit. All a nigga got is his word, let's keep the covenant. Fuck the other side like I woke up with my other bitch. My competition got me less worried. Don't make them boys pull up quicker than Steph Curry. And they gon' do it to your dog like it's veterinary. Killing them in my prime, it feel like a lot to carry. Never compare real niggas to Urkel. They switch up like when the real going commercial. Fuck love, these quote-unquote real bitches will hurt you. I just tell them having my space is universal. Got the juice, Bishop, I'm Tupac, and even when I can't move, I'm stuck with a few options. That old money, ball like Lou Gossett. You know them boys out in the sticks like boondocking. If Biggie was around, you would barely exist. Me and my niggas pass the bitches like a magic assist. Only the family matters like Harriet Winslow. AK singing like it's married to Swiss. It's me and Prince, nothing's greater than loyalty. All these hot lines can make a bitch order me. Said she heard about the flow and want more of me. Unlike the label, she never fucked me for royalty. King.
Do you know what it means? When your bloodline came from the kings, my regime, to elite. So it's only right that you give me the crown. Give me the crown.
Hip-hop, royalty.
Do I love you? Do I lust for you? Am I a sinner because I do the two? Can you let me know?
You might we got two guests in the building today. One of them, you know, from being an entrepreneur, a record maker, record breaker, Jason Jeter, and we have his latest artist who, if you've been around Atlanta for a while, or been in Atlanta, been in some of the underground spots, the open mics, you probably know him as Saint Nick. But if you've been paying attention to the blogosphere for the last couple weeks, you've heard about this recent juggernaut by the name of Nick Grant, man. So we got Jason Jeter and Nick Grant in the studio, man. How y'all doing today?
What's up, man? How you?
What's going on? What's up, man?
Good to see you guys.
Good. Both of y'all looking fresh. He got on a camo leather shirt. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Leather on butter leather. Yeah, all right.
I think this is product placement that we are seeing.
Yeah, I think so. That might be one of them exclusives. Not exclusives, exclusives. Yeah, man. So how did you guys come together, man? Because Nick, you've been around for a while. Jeter, you've been around for a while, but we're really just seeing the fruits of this relationship, this partnership lately. Sure. How did you guys come together?
Oh, man, I met him. My brother passed one of his friends a CD, a demo. He called me back like a couple of days later.
That shit actually worked?
Yeah.
It worked, right?
Yeah, it worked.
You know, it's funny because honestly, like you said, that was like some years ago, though, you know?
Yeah.
So
2011?
Yeah, it's probably about it was quite a while ago. So, you know, CDs were a little more, you know, in the play back in that time. And we met each other and, you know, tried to work with each other back then, but there was a lot going on. So just, you know, it just kind of slipped by us, you know, and at the end of the day, I think the end of last year, really, you know, we got back in contact with each other and we got up, you know, he came to the crib, played me some music. And I was just like, damn, you know, he's you know how it is. Sometimes you hear somebody and it's like, all right, it was dope before. Let me see, like, if he got stagnant, like, did he progress? Like, did time, like, you know, so I didn't really know what to expect. But when he came through, I was like, yo, that's what's up. Like he definitely got even better. You know? So for me, it was kind of like a blessing in disguise because like the timing was right.
So what growth did you see in him from 2011 to the end of 2014?
I mean, I think, it's just literally like the maturity and just the artist. You know what I'm saying? Like before it was raw talent and, you can hear, the punchlines and, and the verses and all of that. But me seeing like literally like going from, I think it's kind of like the difference of like if somebody plays basketball and you see them when they're like 17 years old and you see them when they're like 22, 23 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, like you done got stronger. Like his song, just the ability to make songs, I think, was better. And I think he kind of like got a better understanding of himself. You know what I'm saying? Like his voice like became more developed, versus, when you're young and you kind of sometimes trying to find your voice, So now for MC is like, yo, you know what? At the point that we got back up, I felt like all of that kind of growing process had been already done. So to be honest with you, I was like, yo, that's actually even better. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting with you now, like, because for real, this point is less development that you got to do. And that's the reality, man. When you get with artists, man, like artists, when they're young, you influenced by people. I mean, definitely. That's what it is, like every artist, you come out from the beginning, it's people that influenced you. And sometimes, it's like you really you have these influences and you may not have found it takes a second for artists, I feel like, to find their own voice sometimes.
So Nick, like in that time between the first meeting and the last meeting, like what were you going through at that time, to where, he heard that maturity, he heard that growth, what was going on in that 4 years?
It was just a lot of frustration, creatively. And,
I was mad, nigga.
Yeah, just, a lot of hardships, the living conditions, the girlfriend situations, that inspiration to be able to write the love records, just a lot of things that I went through. I think that's what made him understand the art of it a little better because of the experiences that I went through. You know what I mean? So
no, that's real. That's real because a lot of times you got guys that can put words together all day, but then you're like, so what are you actually saying, bro?
Yeah.
Like, have you been some places? Have you met some people? What are you doing?
Absolutely. So I credit that to the experiences that I went through. So
for sure, man. Yeah. So it's like when you guys met again, though, like were you, I guess, eager at the opportunity that Jason might have been presenting? Because I mean, like you said, you was actually already frustrated from dealing with other folks already.
Yeah. For me, it was I didn't know what to expect. I just was hoping he liked the music. I ain't want it to be like last time where a lot of time just spaced out. So I just want to kind of like even before when we wanted to meet, when he hit me up, it was like I want to get the music together before I even sit down with you. So that was like the main thing for me, just focusing on the material and impressing him firsthand. That way, go back and do this. I wasn't into that, so I wanted to make sure it was right.
That's real. Now, a lot of rappers, when we hear their backstory, they say they've been rapping since this point or since that point. Mm-hmm. But for you, it actually sounds. I know you said you started rapping when you were around 11. It actually sounds like you have been rapping since you were 11 years old.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah. I had an older brother, who, indirectly put me onto hip hop music because it was the stuff he liked, and thank God it was like Nas, Tupac, Jay-Z, those guys. Indirectly, I gravitated toward that. That was the stuff that I loved. It was in my subconscious. I just love that music, and it helped me be the artist that I am today.
He said, "Thank God it was them."
Yeah. Could have been something different.
Not for real, man. Sometimes when you got like an older sibling or cousin or whatever, it's like they kind of put you on like whatever's like hot at the time. They don't really like bother giving you something that's like got some legacy and some soul to it, right?
Yeah, that's true. My older brother was listening to the Force MDs and the Fat Boys and stuff like that.
Oh man,
nothing against those guys, but, just saying. But yeah, man. So you grew up in a small town, South Carolina, man. So
yeah, Walterboro, South Carolina.
Walterboro. How big is that? So tell what is Walterboro like?
Man, it's probably like 5,000 people.
Wow.
It's nothing to do there, especially now. They kill each other, rob each other. The nigga stuff.
Yeah. Shout out to Walterboro.
Yeah, but
that was this New York guy over here sitting there.
Shout out to Denmark, South Carolina.
Right.
That's where my black roots come from. Denmark, South Carolina.
The typical things that they give us is basketball, crack, and hip